Welcome to Static Model Mayhem. On this episode, we'll continue with installing railings on our Kirov Battlecruiser. I won't be boring you with installing simple and straight pieces of railing. Instead, we're going to focus on round and cylindrical railings. So let's begin with our friend right here. I'm assuming it's going to take, stop assuming and start measuring. That's one. That's one on each side, one length on each side. Probably this should be the proper diameter. So let's say one on the right, one on the left. Let's give it two in the middle. Let's cut for grading. And if it's too long, we'll just trim it. So here's how we're dealing with round pieces of railing. We have our dowel here. If I manage not to bend the bottom part. And nothing that cannot be fixed. There we go. So we place it down. Get it roughly in the middle and start rolling. I'm going to use a little smaller diameter dowel. And we'll go even smaller. It's important to shape it gradually so you have the proper diameter. So this is what we end up with. And now let's get our ship, turn it around, and we can shape it. What I want to do is, what do you know? Lengthwise, we're almost perfect. Just need to straighten the last part, like so. Let's give it another shot. Come on. Come on. Too long. I'm guesstimating that is going to be about, let's say, half a length on each side. So we're going to cut this and bend it again. Come on. So we're dealing with in essence an initial four length, and now we're dealing with a 3.5. Yes, looking good. Next step, I want to get the curve installed first and then bend it to shape. You have to see this. This is a very, very scientific super glue container. Let me get the curve installed, like so. Then bend it carefully around. Second step, extra thin super glue. Have a small gap on the left, but we manage. I'll come back to it as soon as I have most of the railings installed. Probably install a stanchion or two. We'll see. Now I just want to anchor it on plastic. Let me check this one out. Come on. Yeah, I'm going to install a couple of stanchions. One here, and one there. Let's go to the other side. And have our little monster around. Next target, our friend right here. So now, that was, I wouldn't say 4, I would say 3.5. So if that's the, yeah, somewhere here. Again, same technique, same dowel. To be horizontal, something like that. I think lengthwise we're closer with this. And before I call the model done, I'll do a proper inspection and probably fix some railings that are not up to my standards. If it's 80% close, I'm more than happy. Right. Let's fix this again. The curved part first with extra thick super glue. Hope I can get this on camera. Like so. Perfect. This one looks a lot better than the other side. Starboard side looks better than the port side, which is odd. Anchoring with extra thin super glue, and then after we let it cure for a few seconds, don't worry about the shiny bits. Matte varnish will be applied. Now, oops, let's get you in the action. There we go. Thick super glue underneath. Then the tricky part is to fix the rail in place while you can see what I'm doing. It's a bit tricky, but we'll manage. I could use some accelerator, but quite frankly it's probably going to ruin the paint job. And this is something that I'm not willing to go through. Come on. Another stanchion that needs to be installed. Just want to anchor this thing in place. Let's get ourselves some more thick super glue. This one should do it. Turn our attention to the other side. So. Going a lot better than I thought it would. Again, we put a stanchion here, and we might be able to get away with it. Brilliant. Next one. This piece right here. And for that, let me grab some masking tape. Here's another little trick. If you're not sure of the circumference, just grab a piece of masking tape and then that's where we are. So now we know exactly the length of railing that we need. So we grab this piece of masking tape that we have measured our circumference, quite large. Place it down to our chopping block, and you know what? I'll trim the railings so we have stanchions on both sides. Cut it off camera. Very well. So now, let me show you what we have. We have this piece of masking tape, and we've got this piece, this length of railing. That's a small, quick trick for you. Let me get my dowel. Right. We have to bend this one. We'll get you there. Hope you can see this. One thing to be mindful of Russian and Soviet railings and Chinese railings, that they have this little double piece on top. And we'll start rolling. That's a big one. Try to keep it vertical as much as possible. and gradually shape it in place. What we're looking for is these two pieces join in effortlessly. Since we have the length, we have to make it round. Something like that. You see? I love it when a plan goes. Let's see what we have. Good enough for me. Let's bend it a bit more, just a bit more. In fact, sometimes it's beneficial to overbend it. So as you can see, we have the edges somewhat overlapping. That's what we're after. Let it overlap. Now, extra thick super glue. And we'll anchor it in place. What you can see is we're coming in from the top. And stay there. Like it already. Next, a bit more extra thick super glue right here. Press it down. Yes. Come on. Brilliant. Let's switch the little monster around. Again. Extra thick super glue to anchor it in place. Fantastic. Just a bit more. Come on. Doesn't want to stick? The answer is always more glue. There we go. There we go. You know what? I'll keep it with a double one. Or not. Let me anchor it and I'll see how I can fix it in place. Extra thin. with capillary action. On both sides up to here. Huh, what do you know? My stand can tilt. It's a brilliant stand made by Joseph, good friend of mine. So shout out to Joseph. Thanks a lot. You have made my life a lot easier on this. It's a 3D printed shipbuilding jig, and if you want extra details on that, I'll just let me know in the comments, and I'll get you in touch with Mr. Joseph. So that's how you do it. Let me get my Yes, we are cooking on gas. Let's get you properly anchored. Yeah, we have a few. That's less than a millimeter, but that's it. That's the way. You, my friend, going here, vertical. So, you, my little friend, will go there. What I mentioned earlier, more glue, more glue. Let's say it's good enough. Extra thin super glue for good measure. All of this made much easier thanks to Joseph's 3D printed shipbuilding jig. Right, so what we have three complex pieces of railing installed. I'll keep working off camera. We're about 90% done with our railings, as you can see. 90% done. And we're getting there very, very fast. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.